Hello, people. The hammer has a bit of a bathroom emergency, so I'm going to be doing the stream for now. We got a bunch of games coming up today, 8 of them, and yeah, we'll see what happens. So it's a little bit shortened time control. I sort of liked the 15 minutes because you don't have you're not going to get in time trouble. You have a lot of time uh, to think and watch your opponents suffer. So today also the opponents are a bit stronger than usual. So it's not going to be easy. I don't know exactly who I'm playing, but at least I'm playing Maxim at some point, the Frenchman. He's coming straight off a very difficult game today in the German Bundesliga, so hopefully he'll be a bit tired. Maybe he's just relieved that he made a draw. Who knows? Anyway, it will be interesting to get going, and yeah, let's see who I'm playing in the first round. And then I think we got a little bit of a weaker team than usual today for Norway, since one of our guys won't make it till the first round. He'll only be able to play from round 2 on. Shh, didn't hear that from me. So we're gonna start with a little deficit, but that's the way it is. So it's 5 o'clock Norwegian time, and the game should start, which it doesn't. I don't know. I don't know why it's not starting. So for now, we'll just have to wait. Okay, let me try and refresh the page. Maybe I think that's a good idea in general. Let's get these lines off. So where is the hammer? Is actually back. Why are we not starting, Mr. Hammer?
That is not entirely clear to me, but I am trying to talk to the league people to find out what the delay is. So just keep on doing what you do best.
Yeah. I have to say it's a little uncomfortable. I expected to be able to sort of talk about the game by now, and instead we're just here making idle talk while nothing is happening. So that's a bit of a pity. Oh, there we go. Roman Yanchenko. Sorry, I have just no idea who that is, but I went 1a3 in one of my games earlier this week, so I'm gonna go 1h3 this time. So d5. What's the idea now? Let's go c4. Clemens opening. That's what they're calling it right here. I had no idea it was called that. c6. It's a bit of a wimpy move, no? Okay, let's go knight f3. I think he's... I mean, the thing is now if I go like cd5, cd5, pawn is actually okay on h3 because I'm going to put the bishop on f4, and so I think he's played this about the worst possible way. But again, it's not a disaster for him by any means, but this is about the most you can get when you're playing h3 on the first move. And then yeah, I mean, maybe it's a bit disappointing to get a position like this when you play such a first move, but just because your first move is bad doesn't mean that the rest of your moves have to be. That's a good rule. So how you start a game doesn't necessarily matter so much. It's how you follow it up that counts. This is water, by the way. I'm trying to save the hammer and the environment by using a non-reusable glass that it doesn't have to wash. So yeah, a6. I cannot say I'm loving his play, but I mean, I'm just a little bit better. Shouldn't be hating too much. So now after knight a5, I'm gonna go queen b4, and then we'll see what happens. Maybe he'll play b5 with the idea of a4. This immediately. So now it's kind of threatening knight a5, so I thought I should go for knight e5 and then maybe plant the queen on b4 after knight a5. Because if you just continue normally here, then this bishop on g7 is badly out of play, and I'll have a pleasant advantage, and also he has some potential weaknesses along the c file, as well as this a4 move that could be coming up. So yeah, we'll see what happens, but I think I'm a bit better. Maybe he'll go knight e4 now, try to trade off some pieces, but even if he gets to trade a bit, I still have a persistent advantage. So the thing is, now we're actually playing with our chess.com ratings. Is that's why we have these strange ratings? Because usually we'd put our normal ratings there, and the games would be unrated. So it doesn't really matter to me. Just curious to see. So yeah, that was kind of expected. Could go knight d5 here, but I'm just gonna keep it simple. I don't wanna screw this up by miscalculating. So I just wanna play it simple, and then I should be able to get him eventually. So now if he takes, he's gonna have a bit of counterplay with e5 and so on, but I think my my trumps with yeah, with the pass one is going to be more important. So okay, that was interesting. I have a few alternatives now. But again, I don't want to make it too complicated. Okay, so we got Well, rook d1 looks very, very tempting. But now I'm a little bit confused. Okay. Yeah, once again, I'm not gonna rock the boat. Actually, not too thrilled about the way I've been playing this. Huh. Since I thought a4 would be strong here, but maybe then he takes, and after d4 he gets a bit of counterplay. Okay, so I'm gonna try and play a bit more subtly. Now I'm threatening a4, and I'm also keeping an eye on his d4 break still. So I suppose he may be calculating d4 at this point, but I'm gonna take ed, rook d4, queen e5, rook d1, queen a1, rook a1, or you can go rook d1, queen d1, bishop a2. Maybe that's his best chance actually. But then still after, let's say bishop f3 followed by c6, I should have very good chances. But anyway, I think you should go for d4, because otherwise if I get a4, if I can play a4, then I think I'm just much better. So yeah, he goes for d4. I don't have to take, but okay, I'm not gonna. Think too much about unnecessary things. Okay. Maybe I don't have that much actually. Maybe I overestimated my position here. But I do feel as though my c pawn is going to be very, very strong here. And the thing again is, folks, this h3 move is very, very useful. Play it on the first move, and then you never have to worry about heir for your king again. Okay, so c6. So now what I'm wondering about is queen d6. If then, okay, I don't have so many other moves, so I should go for it. So you can go for queen e1, king h2, queen f2, but then I'll have the intermediate check maybe on e5. Maybe that's not even necessary. Maybe I can go c7, but feels like since his queen is a bit misplaced, that I should be winning there. You know, h5, I don't think you have time for that. c7. You could also take it on h3. But then, I mean, I think gh and then c7 should be very good, but I cannot with a good conscience say that I saw that move, so it's a little dumb. should probably follow it up with h4, but then bishop g4 becomes an issue as well. So maybe he could also have tried a5 on the previous move, and then just ba b4 run, because yeah, this h5 move is just too slow. So okay, he just played king h7, so there should be absolutely no reason why I don't have time to go king h2 myself. And now the position ought to be winning. One of the reasons why I need to go king h2 is that once I move the queen from this diagonal, then queen c1 to f4 becomes the thing. So yeah, so it's better to move the king first, at least practically speaking. So yeah, queen c1, that makes a whole lot of sense, but I don't actually have to rock the boat at this point. I mean, I can just go bishop b7, pick up a6. I can maybe at some point go queen e6, especially if I've played g3 first, but there doesn't seem to be any reason to do that. So I'm just going to take on a6, and as long as I keep the queen on d6, he's never going to have anything that even resembles a perpetual. So now I can take on e6, but I don't particularly want to do that. Just gonna go queen f4 instead. Oh, maybe he has. Okay, so here there are actually some lines to calculate if I do that. Like queen f4, you can go g5. If I then take, you can take on c7. So I can go c8 first. Then if bishop c8, I have queen f7, but he goes queen c8 instead. Then queen e4, bishop f5. And yeah, maybe that simply doesn't work. So also queen c5 is possible. Yeah, I'm just gonna go queen c5 actually. Just win prosaically, as they say. So takes b4, c8, takes b4, now b3, bishop a6 back, and he cannot stop the pawn that will be running from c8, so from c5, so that's going to be game. And also from c5 my queen protects the c1 square, so if he moves the queen, let's say to e4 and then f4, I can just go king g1, and there won't be any perpetual. Just make sure I take with the bishop on c8, not the queen. So that's going to be queen f4, one check, and then game over. And unfortunately for Mr. Yanchenko. Yeah, okay, I don't know why he's thinking so long here. There really isn't much to talk about at this point. So now I just want to play bishop b5, put the bishop on f1, and then my king is so safe. Can even go f3 here. Then after queen e1, just take on b5, queen g3, king g1, or even king h1, then queen g. But okay, yeah, I can only. Actually, gonna go f3 just for fun. Okay, so he resigned. That was about time. So let's try and check out some of the other Norwegian guys. Vincent Masuka, that is not the forensic analyst from Dexter. That is Torbjörn, my teammate and former coach. He's embarked on a bit of a speculative attack, as he often does. But he's got some positional trumps, like this square for the knight. So the only problem for him is that this pawn might be running. So, but I really think that this rook d3 move wasn't particularly good on Mr. Thomas Rendel's part. Let's see also if Arjan is still playing. Okay, let's see. Apparently made a draw. Well, that's not a disaster.
Apparently, Elham made it to the first round.
Yeah, Hammer saying Elham made it to the first round. Our fourth board guy, and wow, he played a Norwegian league game today. I don't know how he did in the game, but to make it to the round is impressive. So now Torbjörn has invaded with his queen. That's why I said rook d3, at least practically speaking, was a poor move, at least if you follow it up this way. Now I think if rook takes f3, then queen f4 is queen f8 is gonna happen. Then if rook takes f2, can I make these moves on the board, or like queen f2, queen f8, rook takes f2, king h3, bishop f1, rook f1. That's it, no more checks, and there's gonna be a mate on g7. So we did something else. Knight to g6, but now e7 looks absolutely killing to me. And that's what Torbjörn did. So this should be a trivial win for white at this point. So that's the way it is. Apparently something is wrong now. I don't know how to do this, so the hammer is gonna have to fix it.
Just make sure you always have 2 games up here.
2 games. Yeah, that's okay. And we actually stumbled upon a pretty exciting one. Lenage against Christian Holm. One of our, but he's on our rival Norwegian team, so we would rather just want to follow our main Norwegian guys. And now knight f6 followed by queen b7 or queen a7 or queen c7 is mates. And that's gonna be it. Let's just see it. There are no, but black doesn't even have a threat. These pieces are horribly misplaced at this point, so black botched this pretty badly. Rook g7, queen f7, and that is mate. Let's just see what we have here. Any players that I know? A series chess against Fabiano Caruana? That's yesterday, I think. Yeah, maybe we should follow the game we had up earlier. Michelangelo against in-between move. So now, okay, so I have to.
Apparently you messed it up again.
Yeah, I have to just get another game as well. Okay. So yeah, it looks very promising for black with a bunch of pawns and but his knights are a bit stuck. He really needs to remove this knight from g4 and to get g4 going with the pawn. So at this point I would suggest just knight g5. If rook f1, it's knight e3, king king f2 and g4. I mean, just go. Because yeah, that's what he's going for. Rook h1 is probably the best move now. Then yeah, you continue queen f6 and or rook d6. I suppose I mean, black may be lost here, but practically speaking, it's not clear at all. Yeah, just rook d6. Rook d6. Keep the queen for other. Maybe gf3 was possible actually. Maybe that was even a very good move, but yeah, again, practically speaking, it feels good to play rook d6 now. Rook d8 is also coming. Queen is coming to g5. Yeah, queen g5 I would like to. I'm not sure if I like g3. Giving the white knight back a square in f3, and unless he has some tactical justification, I think that was a poor move. Now the knight is coming back to f3, and that's going to be a game. Probably. Well, okay, knight f5 was probably good too. e4, just knight e4. And this game is over. Yeah, just now. Rook f1, what happened? Black is 2 pieces down with no threats whatsoever. So let's check out any other games. These guys, Johannes have, yeah, he's losing. Queen g7 is mate. Now we have a problem again, so I just have to. We got Melkumian. Seems like he's in Australia at the moment. I don't know what he's doing there, but Melkumian is a second of Levaronian, and good player and also a nice guy. And here he looks to have the upper hand actually, since he has an active king and the bishop is much stronger than the knight. So just king d2, trap the knight. Well, queen c4. White is still fighting, but let's say bishop e3 should be excellent for black. And Melkumian is going for it. So when does my next game start actually?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Ah, that's nice. I don't have to wait for too long. Queen d7, now queen d5, and that's game. That is absolutely over. Let's see. People are saying I should turn the volume up. Is that right, Mr. Hammer?
You should speak up.
I should speak up. I don't want to shout.
Well, sometimes you.
Don't wanna make people uncomfortable. Okay, so Mr. Fontaine is fighting a bit, but now, yeah, king e2, threatening g4 also. Let's follow this one. I like this game. It's completely winning for black, but with so little time, you never know what's gonna happen. King 2, yeah, king f2 or king d2, whatever. White needs to get the pawns going. Now bishop b2. Yep. That was alert. That was very alert. Okay. Couple of more minutes if the game starts at 5:30. That's gonna be the next one. And who's gonna be my next opponent? That's the question. Doesn't look like there are any games going at this point, since games I got here in the feed are all old. They've finished, so it doesn't seem like there are any games going on right now. Sort of makes sense because these guys went all the way with 64 moves and
Wow.
Hammer's going wow. Why?
Armenia beat Stockholm 3.5 a half.
I need some context. Why is that wow material?
Stockholm is very good. They're leading the other division.
Huh.
But you have to repeat. People can't hear what I say, so you need to repeat, I think.
Yeah, so what Hammer is saying is that Armenia is beating Stockholm, which is very much a wow thing. People are wondering if I'm happy with the Levante against Madrid game yesterday, 2-2. I don't see why I shouldn't. It was a fun game and exciting right till the very end. So and people in chat can hear him, Mr. Hammer. They can.
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay, let's get the next game going. And now we got Liverpool against Tottenham as well. It's gonna be a real distraction here in the background. What do I think about LeBron joining the Warriors? Nah, I don't think that's gonna happen. That's a bit too much. That is a bit too much. If that happens, then the game is dead. It's just no fun anymore. The Warriors was so much fun without Durant, and now it's unfair. Although they did lose yesterday, but anyway. So now I should once the game starts, then I should open another board, right? Even though mine is the only one that's playing. So I open one game, which this is actually a fun thing. It's the game between Shakhmediyarov and Karana from yesterday, in which Fabi made a draw in a one position, which was pointed out by the Hammer earlier today. So let's just get my previous game. Some nice memories. And there we have, wow, Georg Meyer. E4? You're kidding. This guy has been playing one knight at 3 for many years. Okay, let me go E5. See what you got. Bishop B5. So I went Bishop B4 in the previous game against Grigorians in the protest. So let's see if he's prepared against that. He could have. Georg is a serious guy, so he might have actually prepared it. If he has, then that kind of sucks for me, because this opening is not very good. It's not good at all. So I mean, the whole point of this is that if you go c3 plus d4, then I take cd and then d5, and that's sort of okay for black. But he has some other good options. So that's actually what Grigorians did, and then I did get a good game.
Apparently, Liverpool has scored a goal in my Chromecast went out of.
So who scored for Liverpool? If it's anybody but Salah or Firmino, then that's bad news because they're both in my fantasy team. And otherwise, I'm not so sure I like it. And people in the chat are saying Salah, and that's kind of good. That's Hammer's captain, right?
No,
No,
I capped Azar.
I Hammer capped Azar. Yeah, I mean I'm not sure I'm that thrilled about Salah scoring because I don't have him as captain, and basically all good teams have him in the team. So I'm gonna lose to people who captained him. I did captain Aguero this round, by the way, which was sort of a disaster. But anyway, yeah. Let's see what's happening. So actually, I think Gregorians went Queen A4 at this point, or maybe he took on D5 first. But Georg is having a big thing, so clearly he doesn't know this line too well. So bishop c6. Okay, I'm just gonna go knight c6. I mean after ed5. I mean this is such a boring way to play. I mean why would you give up the bishop? Why, Georg? Okay, I think bishop g4 should be good here. Just bishop c7, rook c8. And then knight a5. I should have very good Petrov. I used to play the Petrov once upon a time, by the way. It's a long time ago. But not anymore. I've moved on to other boring openings instead. He may go h3, but then I will take queen f3. Queen f3. Rook c8, just protect the pawn. And okay, can never really be worse. I have to say I'm far from a fan of the way Georg has played this. Like he doesn't even have a shred of an advantage here, and my position is easier to play. I don't think I'm better, really, but I have excellent compensation. And now that he put his bishop on g3, also h3 doesn't actually force bishop f3. That's not a legal move. Okay, I was just clicking like crazy there. Okay, so now his idea is obviously rook e5, and I cannot say that I saw this move rook e1. That was a good one. I can play bishop f3 and then take. That's a dull way to play though. I don't want to play that way, but maybe I sorta have to. Like then rook e5, I go queen d8, queen d2. Maybe I can go rook f3 then with a point of gf3, knight c4. But he's going to take on a5 and it's going to be really dull anyway. Which I'm not thrilled about. So I can go knight c4, but then he goes queen d3 and he's sort of saved all these guys. So I'm going to try and make it a little more complicated for him, I think. By just going rook e8. That wasn't a good move. That was a terrible move, actually. That was not a good move. I realize now I probably have to trade later on anyway. Sorry? Okay. I'm not so sure about this one actually. So now I'm going to get my bishop to c6. And with a real yummy diagonal. And It's gonna be some serious light squared business here. He can go queen b4, but then at the very least I can go like bishop c6, maybe queen c5 if he really tries to wimp out. But then maybe I can even go rook e1 and queen a2, who knows? Or I can just go b6 takes, bishop d5. Absolutely fine. But again, the challenge here is finding those winning chances. Okay, so knight c4, queen a7, and his queen is not trapped. See, it both has queen to c5, and if I go b6, he'll have a square on c7. So I should go bishop c6 anyway. It's a little bit cold in here, Mr. Hammer. Should turn up the heat.
If I do so, it will make a noise that's disruptive to the stream.
That's okay.
I can turn on this one.
You can turn, yeah. For those who don't know, it's really cold in Norway these days. It's -10 Celsius. And it's much worse on the countryside. That's just in Oslo. In the countryside, it's terrible. So when I was little, I actually liked the winter. I liked it a lot, but now I've grown used to higher temperatures, and these long winters are not as nice as they used to be. So basically I have to trade queens, which is a bit of a pity, but I still have excellent compensation thanks to his bishop being a bit out of play, and this pawn on c3, and also the one on a2 being weak. But yeah, I'm probably not better, unfortunately. I think he should trade on e8 here first, since now okay, he does have some rook d7 stuff, but it's a difficult choice, actually, whether I should trade first or go bishop d5 immediately. Okay, I'm just gonna go bishop d5. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. So it looks like Liverpool is indeed leading 1-0. That wasn't a false alarm. And if that is indeed Salah who scored, then that's okay.
Salah definitely scored. I'll find out assist.
Yeah. Let's see. You should trade on e8 here. There's not so much
No assist given.
No assist given. Wow. So rebound maybe.
No, it was a one-on-one with the keeper. I managed to see it on my phone before I managed to get it on the TV.
So he probably just kind of stole the ball and then went? Or what?
Yeah, probably.
So now, I mean, the logical thing to do is just to go rook e1 and then f6. Really like f6, just taking away even more squares for his sad sack pieces. For all this talk, he's still okay, by the way. You can go rook e3, if knight c4, then rook e7, and it's fine for him, so... shouldn't be too excited. So, okay, knight c4, I probably need to go for this. a5. Knight h4, I can go g6, so that's not a problem. His knight is not actually coming into to f5, so I've got a couple of ways, like knight b2 takes a4, or bishop bishop c6 takes a4, so he's not going to be up material for long. I would, in his shoes, probably just go h5 here, because he's not going to hold the queen side. Knight a4 is going to win another pawn, and he really needs some counterplay. I think rook d7, bishop f3, followed by knight a4 is also a bit too slow. Maybe even after h5 I can go bishop f3 and then knight a4. But I think he's going to do one of those two things. That would be my guess. Because if he just lets me take on a4 next, that's going to be pretty bad. Even after, let's say, rook c7, then I think I can just trade, take on a4 and run. So he has gone h5. So I have a couple of ways to deal with that. Okay, I really want to take on f3 actually. Just want to eliminate all counterplay. Looks a bit stupid to trade off my bishop for this dumb knight of his, but and if he goes d5, knight c3, d6, then I have knight d5, and since I'm threatening his rook, I'm back in time. Yeah. It's not a trivial win still, it has to be said. But I think I'm gonna get there. If he goes like rook b7, then I have time for rook d8, and yeah, so we went rook a7, which makes a lot of sense, but the only issue with that is that he's not threatening, but I should go rook d8 anyway. Actually not sure I did this too brilliantly, but that's the way it is. Knight c3, so d7, I have king f7, and he has nothing. And I really wanna, after rook b7, just go b5. d7 then. Oh, I didn't see that. I can push the pawn to a2 now. Okay, now I actually have to calculate. a4, rook b6, a3, rook a6, a2, king e1, rook b8, d7. Wow, that doesn't work. Oh boy. That was less than clever. Okay, I should go back. Or should I go to a4? So I can go knight a4, king e2, rook d7, king e3, king f6, king d4, king e6. But his king is getting active. I don't like one bit. Okay, I'm just gonna go back. Admit to my previous mistake. It's not that easy to make progress. Okay, let's try and bring the king over. Maybe that was a blunder actually on his part, since now I get knight to b5. He also doesn't have a good square for the king, because if he goes king e3, then knight b5, rook b7, knight d6, rook b6, and he's gonna get forked. Okay. So now it should be relatively easily winning. Although, I'm still not sure. Oh, that was a bad move. Yeah, so maybe I can just go... Just gonna go rook a7 actually. Because rook b2 is not in time. King f7 takes, king e6, king b3, king f5, and I win the h-pawn. I just want to go h6 to stop him from trading too many things. I haven't played this well at all. Huh. This is just so bad. I used to be like at least half decent at endings. Okay, so I'm gonna get to the fifth, but he's going for oh man. So takes. My plan was rook e7, but then rook d2, and I cannot cross. Okay, rook a5. I just gotta go at this point. I wanted something clearer than this, but this is what I'm gonna get. So can I go rook b5 now and cut off his king? Still feel like I have to cut off his king. Why didn't I go to d1? I thought he was going king. Okay, it's winning, but the technique is embarrassing. So okay, the fact that he's running with his king doesn't really matter because it's not. So once I go, okay, I'm just gonna go for this. Okay, so what I'm looking at now is h4, rook h7, takes in g6, rook h4, king g5, rook h1, f4, rook e1. That's a draw. Okay, so I gotta go. Why didn't I go king f6 earlier on?
I was gonna say.
Wow. Wow. That was a terrible endgame. Wow. Wow. Yeah, why not? Why not? Yeah, that was awful. Man, I gotta take a little break before the next game. They're only 5 minutes before the next game.
Yeah. Do you want me to take over?
No, I need some energy. Give me some snacks, something.
Can I offer you some dinner?
Yeah, sure.
Or you want candy?
No, I want dinner is excellent.
Jeg har brunmos og appelsinjuice. Og så har jeg middag. Jeg tar en fatmiddag til deg.
Ja, gjør det. Wow. Are there any other games going? Not good. Not good at all. Terrible. Okay. Let's try and get the next one. Our guy Elham is still playing. He's a queen down. It's not gonna end well. Not gonna end well. At all. That's the thing though. I go on stream. I show everybody how little I actually see. Ai, ai, ai.
Det ble litt kaldt. Men det er godt.
Okay. So we got some spaghetti a la hammer here. Thank you very much. But you don't have a microwave actually, no? Or you do? Okay.
I can heat it if you want.
It's okay. So it's still 1-0 to Liverpool. How was the game, guys? What am I missing? I should stop complaining. I won, so who cares? I care. I do care. I don't like playing poorly. The games are gonna start in 2 minutes. Means I have time for a little break. So the hammer will come and entertain you people meanwhile.
Okay, what's up? Thank you, French Horn, for subscribing. Dudera wants to see the spaghetti. Of course, I would only provide a home-cooked meal for the world champion. None of that takeout stuff. Yes, it was cold. But in fairness, I did offer him dinner before he came on. So this is a very nice hammer plate of spaghetti. Ivan in the chat wonders, what is the score after 2 rounds? And to be honest, I don't know. Because I'm having internet problems with Magnus having essentially hijacked my main computer. I'm on a wireless connection, which is spotty at best. Yeah. You back?
Yep. And ready to go. Oh. So I'm playing Walter Spoolman. Somebody... I don't think he's a professional chess player anymore. I played him in the European Under-12 Championship in 2002. Met him for the first time. And then I actually played Knight E2. No, I played Knight C3 and Move 2. Knight C6, Knight E2. I don't know if I was trying to avoid something or just trying to be cool. I was probably just trying to be cool. But then he actually went E5 after Knight C3, Knight E2, and that was supposed to be bad, but I'm not sure it is. So we got ourselves a closed Sicilian, which I have been playing a bit recently. I don't know why. I think there is some concrete reason why Queen E2 is not so good in this position, but if I don't remember why, he probably doesn't either, so... Now... G6... Yeah, let's go H4. Try to force him to make a decision. What's it gonna be? Bishop G7? Immediately? Or... Nah, I'm not too sure about H5 though. He's badly weakening those dark squares, as they're called. And those weaknesses are not going away. And they're going to be relevant whether he chooses to castle kingside or queenside for that matter. Since even if, let's say, he goes for a queenside castling, then usually you really need h6 and then g5 as counterplay. Well, now he doesn't have it, so I'm gonna get the bishop on g5 and I'm gonna be pretty happy. So yeah, it's also a thing that maybe some people who play just gonna take away the d4 square. Well, one of the things here is that maybe some players who play the Sicilian aren't that used to playing the King's Indian attack, as that's more French players' turf. The opening, not the not the nationality. And they might be a little less experienced there. So now I have a very nice position. The standard way would just be, you know, knight f d2, knight f1, and so on. But I don't see what it's doing there, so I'd much rather just go h4, not a4, and then knight to a3. And then, yeah, then just bring the knight to b5. I'm not too worried about these moves, as I can just protect. I am a bit tempted to try knight b5, but yeah, you know me. I don't want to rock the boat unless I have to. I don't actually listen to Taylor Swift. That was bullshit. Danny asked me to say that.
I do.
Yeah, I'm not saying I dislike Taylor Swift. I'm just saying I don't listen to it. So one 0 to Liverpool. So he finally goes for kingside castling, but bishop h3 is looking very tempting. Unless he can blow the position open with f5, ef, e5 at some point here, which I really don't believe in, then I'm just gonna have a very, very easy game here. Not an easy win, but an easy game to play. So queen d7. I really don't see why I cannot just take on g4 and go knight g5. I'd rather want to go knight g5 than yeah, the only thing is maybe I should bring the knight first, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna bring the knight first. As long as I have time for it. Still want to hang the a4 pawn at some point. And also knight h6, queen d2. I also have b4 at some point. Not anymore now that I probably have to play c4, but yeah, so he's gonna try and get something in the long diagonal, but it feels pretty unrealistic to me. I should take back what I'm saying. I think I actually kind of messed this up now that I'm thinking. Since it is getting a bit of counterplay down the... Yeah, I should talk less, play better. So I can take on g4, then go knight h2. But he's getting counterplay. My knight on c2 really sucks. Need to get that knight into play. But how? The thing is though, if I go bishop g4, h4, knight g5, you can go knight e5, bishop e5, queen c6, and there is serious trouble along the diagonal, which is why my last moves haven't been very good. And I can go knight h2 instead after taking on g4, but it's also not so clear. I probably don't have a choice, do I? I don't like it one bit, but gotta do what you gotta do. You can go f5 now. I have to take rook f6, knight g4, rook f4, gf, then e5, something like that. Knight on c2 is a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. That's why I don't like my position. I mean, he can go knight e5 here as well. It's not a disaster for him. Like bishop e5, queen c6. I go f3. Gf, queen f2, maybe f6. Then I can take on d4 perhaps with the bishop. cd4, knight e4. Who knows? But it's not a comfortable game for me anymore. That's for sure. I'm liking the fact that he's spending time though. If I was black, I would just go. I'd just go for it. Because he doesn't have that much to lose, in the sense that kingside is well, g4 is falling, so he needs to do something before before he just loses that pawn and probably the game. So he does need to rock the boat. Okay, so he's going for this. Also, if he took on e5 first and then gf3, then I think I could this is very unclear. This is definitely in the region of far from comfortable. Like, I mean, I could have gone bishop f4 after f6, but then e5, and my position is horrible, so I have to go for this. Now he's probably gonna go. He could go f5, but I'm gonna go d4 then. I'm probably take his bishop later anyway, so it's not gonna make a huge difference. So I'm expecting rook e8. I'm gonna take on g7, then try to go d4, and plug his bishop, and then we see. I am probably better. I think I'm better, but oof, no. This is not really my kind of chess. You could go rook e1, Then rook e8. Obviously cannot take on a4 then because rook e7 is coming. So you can go rook e8, takes maybe. So he went for this, which kind of confuses me because I didn't think that would work. Rook e1. Now if rook e8, I go d5. I think I'm going to be a lot happier than I have been over these last few moves. I could have gone d5 immediately. It just feels nice to have the rook on e1. Also, if queen e4 now, I just go, oh no, that was a bad miss. Oh no. That's terrible. That's why I should have gone d5. That's what I should have thought for a bit at least.
Are you losing?
No, I'm not losing. I just don't like my position at all. I don't think I'm losing at least. Maybe I am losing. Who knows?
You're not really filling the captain with confidence.
Yeah. Man, oh man. So I mean, I can go for queen f6, but that looks like he should have at least a perpetual. Maybe I am losing. That would be terrible. Can go king f1? Maybe I have to go king f1. Yeah, then maybe I'm losing. Huh. So he's going for it. Probably with very good reason. Should have gone rook b7 when I had a chance, maybe. It's awful. So bad. Kind of hoping for... I don't know what I'm hoping for even. Bishop a6 should win easily now. And king e3, rook, queen e4. Yeah, that was pretty bad. No, I mean the thing is, I just lost my concentration with this stupid rook e1 move. I should have gone d5 and then I should be doing excellently. Uh, so yeah, well done to my opponents. That was a good game, but no, huh? Ay ay ay. What's going on here? I think first of all, um, I probably misplayed it a bit around here, since he had a bit more counterplay than I thought, and then when I actually went for this, yeah, still it should be good for me though. It's just that, yeah, just go d5 instead of instead of rook e1, like for instance rook e8, then rook e1. This is sort of what I was looking at in the game, just with a different move order, and then okay, on to the next one. Let's try and look at some other games instead. This was depressing. Wow. Let's have some more of the cursed spaghetti. I don't think that was the reason. Spaghetti was good, even if a bit cold.
I mean, you shouldn't even mention cursed spaghetti, because then the chat is just gonna become conspiracy theorists, right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Maybe the stupidest thing of all was this king f1 move that I made. Like, I could still have gone rook b7, queen f6, and it's yeah, it's an interesting game still. Yeah, once again, well done to him. It's not only about me playing poorly, he also did well. So 96.
Yeah.
So what have we got? We got 8 minutes till yeah, there are carrots in it. Hammer loves carrots. So yeah, there are a lot more games coming up today, so hopefully some of them will be better than this one. Okay, so what have we got? Any more games coming on? Our boy Elon is still playing. Rook d2. Come on, make a draw. Do what I couldn't. Make a draw. No, still rook d2 is fine. Although now g5 and yeah, rook d2 now. Rook d2.
Check first, no?
Man. Rook exchange equals draw. You should go for it. h6, h5, something. Okay. GH? That was a bit odd, no? Well, it's not an easy draw now. Rook to c2. I'm not trash talking. I'm just a fan, and I'm just sort of trying to cheer him on. Now he's doing wonderfully. He's gonna be up a pawn. He's gonna be up a pawn. It's a draw still, but he's gonna be up a pawn. Rook h4. I would prefer the bishop there, maybe. Or maybe this is better, actually. Yeah, this is actually better. I don't know why I'm giving suggestions. He's playing better than I am. So. It's low on time though, so we'll take a draw here. No, LM is not taking a draw. King h5. No. Yeah, king h5. Push. Yep. Keeping the game going. Now he's blundering a5. g5. I see a trap. Yeah. I thought king f3, g4, king f4, bishop d6, king f5, rook f1, then king g4, rook f4, but king g5 still was there. Oh. Now he's no there you have g4. Rook e1 still. He's gonna take it. Yeah, take on e1. Get the game over with. And that's a draw. That is as clear as a draw as you'll ever get. Okay. So no more games. Now we're just waiting a few minutes before the next one starts. Exactly. Well done to our boy. Every half points that he can get is wonderful, and if he can start winning some games as well, then that will be excellent for his confidence, and as some people are saying, indeed in this particular round he was better than I was, so that's the way it is. So who is my next opponent? This is the question.
You want to know?
No, just making small talk. I said I didn't want to know. I was just making small talk.
Wow.
For real.
I'm sorry.
And who's playing for the London Lions?
Yeah, now I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah. I mean now you got me curious.
I think it's Gawain.
I just go in.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that will be a fun rematch. Man. Still bummed about the last game though. I had a perfect score before that. 10 out of 10. Now, boom, gone. And yeah, no, 10 out of 11. It's not nearly as fun. When does Magnus play Shunt? I'm curious too. So looking forward to playing Milkumian. If I am playing him. Am I playing Milkumian at some point? Do you know Hammer? Yes. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Oh, there we go. Min J Tran.
It's not Gawain?
No. Somebody from Wales, apparently, and I mean, there's somebody similar with that name who's pretty good, but I don't know who this is. 2344? Ah, that's the rating in here. So maybe it's actually pretty good. Like in real life. Got ourselves a Nimzo. So
No, you're not playing a Hunt because they are in the same division as us. I'm confused.
That's so. People are saying Tran Tuan Min. But he's from. This has actually been. This one has been Hammer favorite for many years. That is correct, right? This particular setup with Rook E8 and Bishop F8. But I'm pretty sure I'm the one who taught you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's on 3 out of 3? Wow. If I'd known that. But if he is the Vietnamese guy, I think then he's pretty good. Like he did kind of well at the World Juniors. So okay, I don't know what to do here, so I'm just gonna do something more that looks more or less sensible. I mean, I have plans of going e4, d5, or also just something slower. I was gonna say more slow, but that's not how you speak. I mean, now that he's played b4, I'm kind of tempted to just go e4 and d5, since c4 square might be weak, and if he goes c5, well, at least then there's no pressure on my on the d5 pawn. So he's 2554 FIDE. Yeah, then he's the guy who I think he is. Then he's pretty good.
197.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, so he played the World Juniors last year. That makes a lot of sense actually. b5 is an odd move. Just gonna go knight b6. Could have taken on c4. Didn't even notice that was hanging. But okay, he goes BC and then knight g3 and he wins the pawn back. So probably wasn't very good. He can go c5 and then bishop b3, but worst case I can always hang out on a5 and then go back to c4 if I need to. So I'm not too worried about that. And also on c4, yeah, it's not clear whether the knight is well placed or poorly placed, but at least it's targeting e3, so it makes it more difficult for him to play f3 and open up for his bishop down here. The only thing that I dislike about my position is my bishop on f8. I really would have loved that to be on c7 instead. Rook b1. Okay, doesn't have any squares on the... kind of like queen c7, hinting at knight g4. Can also go bishop g4. Or h5. I like h5. Rook b4. I don't get that. I simply don't get that at all. Okay, I'm gonna go h4. He's not threatening to take on e4, as far as I can see. Maybe bishop d7. I lost one game and already I'm second guessing my moves. That is so miserable. Okay, I ended up doing something that I didn't intend to do at all. But okay, b6 is coming, so it's maybe not so dumb. You might think that the combination of h4 and then going for stuff on the queen side is kind of strange, but yeah, I think this inclusion is very useful for me in terms of getting a kingside attack going. I do have a choice though if he goes cb6, whether I should go ab6 and then knight f4. I don't want to allow the exchange sack, so I should go bishop b7. So maybe I'm just gonna go knight b6 actually. And if he goes knight f4 immediately, then bishop a6 looks very good. It's an interesting position, but I think I'm better. Okay, so he goes bishop. Probably means that he intends, let's say bishop d7, he intends to take on c4, and then rook b4. But I don't like putting the bishop on a6, because then, let's say bishop c4, rook moves, BC d5. My bishop is gonna be out of play on a6. Okay. Just gonna go bishop d7. I don't actually have to take. I can also go bishop e6. How is that? Like knight f4? Okay, I should take. So clearly I must be better here, but how should I play it? Bishop e6. Bishop e6 looks good. The only thing is that little bit worried about c6, bishop b4, a b4. Okay, whatever. I'll just go for it. So key line here is queen d8, rook d8, then knight d4, bishop c5, knight e6, bishop b4, rook, knight d8, bishop c3, and just winning. Yeah, queen d4, but now I think queen c7 should be really good. It's not. Maybe rook c8 is more precise. Knight a4 is possible. Looks horrible though. At the very least I can go queen c7 then. If knight a4 I can still take on c5. Takes. At least I'm a pawn up. But yeah. Yeah, he went knight a4. Clearly plays very concrete chess. This I have to say. Just not like a good thing or a bad thing, just an observation. Knight d7, queen e4, knight c5, takes. Rook b1 or something. Yeah, it looks very, very good. I can also just win a pawn, but...
Elham made another draw.
Wow. Congrats, Sam.
we want him to win a game. I mean, he's going to be such a force when he starts.
Yeah, but let's take the draws for now. Okay, 97, 97, 94, knight c5, knight c5, bishop c5, knight e6. That's the problem. Okay, maybe I have to go queen c7. Man, I can just cannot calculate today. This is not impressive. Not at all. Yeah. I can do this. I can do rook d8, queen e5, takes, knight d7, bishop d4. Yeah. Should do it probably. Queen c3, there's knight d5, so he doesn't have much choice. Yeah, I didn't want him to take on. But we're trading. We're trading a few more pieces than I would like. So I will have good winning chances, but by no means a guaranteed win here. And frankly, I thought my position warranted more than what I'm getting here. Or maybe that was just unrealistic. Yeah, so he's going for this. And we're trading a bunch of pieces. Okay, rook d2 looks normal, no? Rook d3. Maybe rook d3 is better. Looking at some funny lines now, like rook d3, knight f4. Okay, maybe I have to knight f4, a5, but those lines didn't work. This doesn't work either. Or maybe it does. I'm not sure. Okay, I have to go for it. So he's taking on e6. Then I take back, rook e4. Now if c2 he has, he does have rook d4, but then I have rook to d5. This is what I missed at the beginning. And then I have a winning rook ending. So, I mean, he has to go with his king to h2, but then I just take on f2 and his king is stalemated. He has nowhere to go, so then I can just win as I please. So yeah, this rook d5 move is clearly what he missed, and then I also missed it at first, so that makes sense. And then that's game. Okay, we're back. We're back at least with one win. That's nice. It wasn't easy though. Okay, I'm just saying this game is over because he somebody saying he missed knight b3. I don't think there was knight b3 because my bishop was protecting b3. So yeah,
Torbjorn is winning.
he resigned. Torbjorn is winning?
If you go to that game.
That is wonderful news.
Vincent Masuaku.
Mazuka. It's from Dexter. Haven't you watched Dexter?
I googled it because I thought this is a strange name. There's probably some reference I don't understand. And
Dexter is pretty good. I mean, except for the last few seasons. You should watch it. You have enough spare time. Where is Vincent Masuka? Is he white or black?
apparently he has already
He has
won.
already won. So okay.
Great round. How is Aryan doing?
I don't know. Aryan is playing YF chess. Yang Fan Zhu. It's kind of decent, no? I think he's kind of decent. One of the better English talents. Aryan has sacrificed a pawn. He does seem to have excellent compensation, but you know, it's tricky. It's tricky. I'm actually not gonna have any more pasta. I'll do that later, but thank you so much.
Are you enjoying the oven?
I am enjoying the oven. Yeah, so happy to get a win there, guys. Maybe I can relax because last few games it's not easy to relax when you're sort of expected to win and then you don't. And Mr. Aryantari is he's looking pretty winning. So, and Spurs haven't scored yet. Wow, 1-0. Can you believe it, Mr. Hammer?
No,
And you benched your Liverpool defense guy,
I did.
who doesn't play, by the way, but still. 1G4. I'm not gonna play 1G4. I already did H3 and we got a nice normal game after that. I don't wanna play nonsense. Knight F4? Why did you do that, Mr. Tari? Go back. Knight D5. The knight is no good on F4. Or what do you know? Maybe it's good. Wow. Bishop B6. Aryan has completely lost the thread of the game. That's what I feel anyway. I mean, you can still go like rook E8 and then bishop C5, but it's not comfortable anymore. Maybe bishop D4 was clever. Maybe I'm just hating for no reason. Queen D. Oh, I thought sort of queen F6, queen C4, and rook B4, but then we have knights H5 at the end. Like maybe just queen B4 after. No, you cannot go. What are you thinking about, Aryan? Okay, knight H5, knight H5. Let's go. Or queen B4, queen B4. Yeah, that's elegant. That's our boy. I like it. And that's game over. Wow. Wonderfully done. Maybe he was in control. I doubt it though. I doubt it. I'm just gonna get some more water. So any more? So we won 3.5 this round?
It's a big win.
Yeah, that's huge. Wow. Well done. Magnus, can you tell a joke? I don't know any jokes. I'm not a joker. I'm a chess player. I always wonder what this strange sound is. So that's when somebody subscribes. So apparently people are subscribing to your channel, Mr. Hammer. Should be good news.
You're a very popular guy, Mr. World Champion.
I shouldn't be. I'm not playing so well. Well, that's the way it is. No, I'm not drinking beer. Idiots. Not very smooth so far. I don't know if you're trying to troll me, but yeah, I agree. Unfortunately, far from smooth. Trying to warm myself on the oven now. It's cold. Is that a penalty? Or is it a dive? I think we're looking at a dive from Mr. Dele Alli.
You should get a yellow card.
Yeah, he did.
That's good.
I don't know if it was a dive or... I think he just fell actually.
He got away with a lot of dives earlier.
Maybe it was a dive, who knows. It wasn't a penalty anyway. So what do we have? We have like 4 minutes till game time. Till game time. This one is over. Draw. Yeah, just very quick break before the next round. Okay, so we're back. And we're gonna get a game pretty soon, I think. We're 4 games up and... No, not 4 games up. We've played 4 games. And then there are 4 games to go. And our team is doing well. I'm not contributing a lot so far. I lost 1 game pretty badly. Showed...
We're just barely in the win column.
in the win column, yeah?
Yeah, but just barely. We
Just
got
barely.
the last spot. 6th place overall.
So we need to get going. I need to get going, and Let's get the next one. Am I gonna watch the Super Bowl? No. Of course not. American football is stupid. Those are the facts, and yeah, if you don't like it, then I'm sorry.
You seem to have riled up some people.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's it. It is what it is. Like if you have normal football, what we call football in in Norway, then it's a free flowing game, and American football is just all set pieces. So you just have football with all set pieces. I don't see why that should be interesting. Why are they playing such normal openings? It's a really bad idea. Could go e3. But I shouldn't have gone d4 yet. That's the problem. So you go c5. The line I usually play here is cd, ed, bishop b5. That's it's a bit boring. Okay, I'm gonna try something else. So now the difference is between, well, compared to some other lines, is that still have the option of going knight to d2 rather than c3, and not obstructing my bishop on this diagonal. So he can take on c4, but that's going to be a fairly sad ending for him. Just a very comfortable advantage. Well, that's interesting. He has lost a lot of time though. So what is it that you say, Hammer, when you really go for it?
Booyah!
Booyah!
I may have stolen that from you as well.
Nah, I don't think so. That's Buka.
Ah.
Which I have stolen from the LDG show. So we're all liars and thieves, as they say. Yeah, you have Buyakasha, but you also have Buka from the LDG show. He's making a film called Buka, where he's saying like he wants money, and then they, for the film, and they ask him how much, and he says Well, I'm not gonna give you any bullshit figures here. We're talking 100 million squid, which is kind of funny. Queen c2. I'm not sure about my position here at all. There's a little too much booyahing and too little thinking, unfortunately. But I was a little bit worried about something like b6. But at the very least, I can go like cd, ed, knight d4, and shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so cd. You can go queen d5, but at least I get some time with bishop c4 then. Wow. That was unexpected. Okay, I'm gonna take the pawn. I'm not loving it. I'm not loving it at all, but it's far from a disaster. At least as far as I can see. I think I could go like rook d1. If knight e4, I have queen d3. And you shall have to forgive me if I'm missing something embarrassingly simple. I didn't want to go bishop c4 because of knight d6. But yeah, I'm a bit out of my comfort zone here, I have to say. It's not the kind of chess I usually play. And that is kind of the blueprint for losing to lower rated players. Just taking risks and being dumb. So I'm looking at queen c3. Then if knight f5, I can go bishop c4. And if rook f7, I think knight e5 should be good. Then, okay, yes, rook f2, but then knight c6. Okay, that should be good. Oh, almost moved the wrong piece.
Goal! Goal! Somebody says it's a goal.
Well, your stream is behind. Well, it's not actually a stream.
It's not. I actually bought this. Are you kidding me? Wow! Are you kidding me?
Well, okay. Stop with the overacting, Hammer.
I'm not even on camera. I cannot be overacting when not on camera. Did you see that?
That was a good goal.
Are you kidding me?
It was an amazing goal, actually. So you can go knight a4, but then I think bishop e6 is good. And later just take back on b2. Huh. e4 is very tempting. Maybe he's missed it. Maybe he's planned something. Okay, I think he's probably missed it. Don't know why I'm playing chess like this. I don't like it. It's too much uncertainty. Rocking the boat. I don't like rocking the boat. Okay, so I gotta go queen e5. But at the very least, I am winning some material here. Oh. I should be careful. Bishop e6, then king h8, queen b2, bishop a3. So I have to take immediately. Which is not good. At all. Not a disaster, but not good. Yeah. He has to go for this probably. I'm liking the queen and e2 though. Sort of stabilizing things. The only thing I should not do is after bishop f3 to go queen e6, king h8, then rook f3, because then there's a nasty check on b4.
Penalty kick, somebody's saying.
Ah, that's gonna be Salah. No?
Maybe we're being fed false information.
Yeah. Okay, but the thing about the goal was true. So, you gotta give these people some credit.
Maybe it's Kane.
Oh, there's the penalty. Yeah. Should focus on the game. But yeah. Let's just keep it simple for the moment. Nah. Should centralize the queen first.
Massive offside. And it looked very fake.
You always think people are diving.
They are.
So I have ideas of queen c6, but okay, this doesn't work for him, I think. Can just take on f5, no? If he takes, bishop b4 he takes, rook d8 is mate. And if rook if rook e8, I just have rook e5, so. Yeah, that's gonna win. Yeah.
No! Are you kidding me?
What?
They say that Kane missed the penalty.
He did? He's your captain, right? No, he's not actually.
No, but I mean, he's still on my team, right?
Okay. So there you go.
Did you win the chess game?
Yeah.
You gonna watch the penalty?
Yeah.
Oh, come on!
That was an awful penalty.
Oh.
That was an awful penalty.
Are you gonna watch some of our guys?
Yeah. Let me see what we have got. We have Mr. Mazuka. Oh, this position is kind of nice. ef5, bishop f6. That bishop on f6 is gonna look pretty juicy. Where's the rest of our guys? There's Aryan, who is winning, no? Just push the a5 pawn. a5, push, and win the game, no? Rook e6 doesn't help. Just a4, knight c3, king d4. He's gonna go knight e2 or knight b5. Yeah, okay, still some work to do. Should be winning. And Mr. Elham. Is he getting mated? Maybe there's no threat.
Bishop e6 and then queen h7.
So rook c6. Let's go rook c6.
And then move the rook. Oh, you're threatening a lot of pieces on f5 and g5.
So rook c7 is maybe... No, you're not threatening these pieces because of rook h8.
Yeah, but if I move the rook to go bishop e6, then you can take, right?
No, but I mean, what you were threatening was like... Maybe you weren't even threatening.
Yeah, maybe not.
Like bishop e6, knight e6, rook h8, then queen h7, but then maybe you just sacrifice too much. Okay, there should be a win here. Maybe there isn't. Maybe our boy is a genius. Well, he is, but maybe he's an even bigger genius than we thought. The only thing I don't like about rook c7 is now you're not threatening e4 at any point.
That seems like a minor detail in this kind of...
Like after knight f3, e4.
I mean, with white, you would get pretty freaked out at having this attack and just...
Yeah.
Oh, they're showing more replays.
But okay, just puts it in the middle. So like, unless...
Apparently Salah just scored another goal.
Okay, you cannot follow the chat. I mean,
you're following the chat as well.
Yeah. Just gonna be spoiler.
You want me to ban the spoilers?
Okay, let's see at least if you got a Firmino assist here.
Actually, I think Salah goal is just bad because we didn't captain him.
No, for sure it's bad. That's why I'm saying, I mean, unless for me there's a Firmino assist, then it's just poor news. Did he score from here? Wow! Wow. That guy is awesome. Guy is absolutely awesome. Wow. Wow. And Harry is not happy. Nilsson captained Kane, by the way. Maybe I have a smidgen of a chance against him. Can Elam now play rook to c8, maybe? Knight c7, rook c7. So here he appeals for... he doesn't need a lot of space, does he? No, but basically our scores are going to look a lot prettier with Salah getting a bunch of points, but
Our rank is going to take.
our rank is going to take a hit. Yeah. So we got Eric in the chat, the chess bras. Hello. How did your team do yesterday, by the way?
They got to win.
They got a win?
Yeah.
Wow. That's impressive. Okay, so Elham lost. That's okay. It was a difficult position. Not gonna criticize that. And Ariane won. Puka! And Turban won. So we're way in the.
It's very close.
We're. But 3-1? Come on. We were.
No, it's a big turnaround.
Yeah, but I mean, like, we're on +5 or something. No, +4 maybe, something like that.
We're 1.5 point ahead of draw section.
Okay. Let's keep it going. That's another penalty for the Spurs.
No.
Are you?
Is Kane still on the pitch?
Wow. Okay, they're not a sub Kane.
I saw him there.
Yeah.
He's got the ball. He's got the ball.
Let's see.
If he misses two.
That would be fun. But basically a penalty miss, that's -2, so it means 0 points for Kane. If this stands.
That looks legit.
And it will be a Lamela assist, which is good. That is basically a blank. So okay, he's gonna go take another.
No bonus though.
No. I know a few people who actually have Karius on their team. Yeah. People are probably laughing at us in the chat like this happened years ago, huh? Okay. Yeah, he slots it. Okay. But that's still 4 points for Harry. It's not massive.
It's fine. I didn't captain him. It's more than your guy.
Touché. How can you people even mention the Super Bowl when you're watching what is going on here? I mean, yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. This is just so much better. And you got Azar to hope for tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
Azar, Aspi, and Alonso.
Yeah. Well. Really? I mean, like, yeah, Captain Salah, and that's a decent round. Okay, I should stop talking about this. We got. Let's see if there are any games. We got Mayer against Melkumian in an equal ending. Maybe slightly better for black, easier to play. So show us what you got. Yeah, lots of pawns are coming off now. H5, H4. Takes, rook H5. Then maybe A4. King B4. It's still a bit better for black. Or maybe F4 is good now. Rook H4, F5. Yeah, if he sees that, he's gonna seal the draw. Or C4, what am I talking about? Yeah, this is also good. It's gonna be a draw if nothing sort of very unusual happens. What is this game? Tan against... Yeah, okay, this one is decided. Oh, now Mayer is a bit better. King B4 maybe? Yeah, it's a little easier to play for white now. Somebody's saying 12 out of 20. Yeah. That's +4. That's good. Is this possible? Rook C1, King B4. Oh, King D3. How did I beat Meyer? He sees a lot more than I do. Okay, so now... Oh, what's... I shouldn't do this. This is gonna be a draw. Is this the only game that's going on? Now we got another game coming up soon. I have to play Maxim at some point, so I don't know if it's next game, but
You want to know?
no, not particularly. So what do you got? What do you got, Hammer? In terms of food and such. You got candy?
No. Husinbolle.
That's excellent.
I can warm them up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
With brunost.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hammer is gonna get me some energy. Yeah, rosinboller. Norwegians would know that. Brunost? What is wrong with brunost? Brunost is good. Good Norwegian food. Yeah, I'm staying away from the cursed spaghetti. I'm also lucky that I don't have to play Walter Spoolman again. That guy was tough. Really tough. And yeah, I have to say I'm proud of my team. We're keeping up, and everybody's chipping in. So 1 minute and then we go. Hammer is doing a wonderful job as a host. It's really making his team feel good. Whether Hammer is my slave? No, slavery is not allowed in Norway or any other place. So Hammer is just a very nice guy. Okay, so we have another game. Robert Fontaine. So what opening am I gonna play? Okay, I'm playing the French guy. I should play the French. Don't you think so, Mr. Hammer?
Yes, for sure.
Let's see. Bishop d3? Are you kidding me? What did I do against Bishop d3 actually? I'm just gonna c5. I played Bishop d3 myself, like 14 years ago. I was taught that system by Canadian Mark Bluestein, who later became a grandmaster. So shout out to Mark if you're listening. You probably listen. He's working, so there's much better things to do. I should have gone. I should have gone c4 immediately, because now you can go. Now you can go rook e1 and then bishop f1. Yeah. Well, okay, so now if you're playing rook e1, you have to go bishop f1. Why are you thinking? Okay, so he wants knight e5 and bishop f3. But still, meh. That doesn't look very promising to me. Unfortunately, I sort of have to take that on b3, which ensures him the ever so slightly better pawn structure. Yeah, you can see from the way that I'm playing that I'm not a natural French player. I'm thinking maybe he goes bishop b5 at this point. Okay, so I sort of think he's going to go for bishop a3, so I don't want to play bishop d6 first to give him a free tempo. He has other plans, which is reasonable. So I can go bishop g4. Anyway, I want to meet knight f1 with knight e4. But what am I going to... Okay, I'll try to stay more yeah, my English is not so good. Flexible. And also now after bishop a3 I can go bishop c7. It's bishop d3. Okay, bishop g4 now. Finding it kind of hard to see the plan that he's going for, but I don't have a plan either, so who knows. So now I might want to go bishop h5 to g6 to trade off his good bishop. So he took. Yeah, now I gotta go knight e4. So I think if he goes c4, then I can probably take on d4. Like then bishop e4, queen e4, queen d4, bishop f3, and that should work. Although he has rook a7 there. Wow. Huh. Okay. Bishop f4 looks good now. Just preventing 93. Queen e2, I can probably go queen e6. Or f5. f5 is too aggressive for my taste. So if he goes for c4, then I might go knight g5 actually, or knight b4, bishop e2, then knight g5. No, I'm sorry. Knight b4. CD and then knight g5, because bishop h7, then I can take with a knight. So he goes bishop e2 immediately.
Ska du med brunost?
Ja, tack. Queen e6 looks very natural. I don't see why not. Maybe you can go 91. Burde logge ut av Facebook. Wow, b4. Still very solid. Okay. Try to takes, ranger, bishop b3, bishop b3, Maybe my position is just not great here. Yeah, okay. I'll try knight e7. But he has knight g5, which I don't like, but I didn't see what I could do about it. I mean, I have this completely insane move, which is knight to f2, but I have a very, very hard time believing that works. Knight e6, knight d1, bishop g4, bishop... Yeah, that doesn't work. That doesn't work at all. Maybe I can take on h2. Take on h2, take on e2, take on e6, take on d1. Yeah, why not try it? It's not like the alternatives are appealing. I mean, I could have just gone bishop g5, bishop g4, and then queen c6, but yeah, I didn't like that. The good thing though is that his knight is misplaced on h2 now. It would much rather have wanted to go to e3. And as far as I can see, if he goes knight e6, bishop d1, knight c7, rook c8. Yeah, rook a7 doesn't work because of rook c7 and rook returns, and there's no back rank mate. And if he goes knight b5, then at the very least I can go a6 and be okay. He can go like knight c5 or something though. It's not like my extra pawn means a whole lot. Also, knight g7 is possible, but then at the very least he's running serious positional risks there. Also with maybe some b6, a5 coming up. It's not winning or anything. It's just very comfortable for black. Maybe I should go rook c8 first, just to try and tie up his pieces. Although maybe that was stupid. Maybe my rook was really needed on a8 to shepherd. Yeah, I kind of want to go h5 now. At least now he has weaknesses here as well. Which I'm trying to... Ooh. Okay, I should go to... Where should I go? None of these games are easy at all. I'm not liking that. Yeah, maybe I should go here. Yeah, I do kind of like the change of the pawn structure here. d5 is an even juicier square than what I had before. Should I go rook? Kind of want to exchange rooks. Then I think b6 a5 is just gonna win. Maybe I should go. No, rook h3, then rook g6, and then f5. I think I'm making serious progress. So after, yeah, now he should go rook h5. Otherwise, I think he's in massive trouble, which he did. Okay, now I want to redirect the knight to e4. And it's important to note that rook c5, then knight e4. He's fighting though. I have to give him that. Okay, knight e4. Okay, so I'm gonna try a little trick. That was the trick. Not sure it was a good trick. Point was to force the exchange of rooks, but now I'm not so sure if I wanted that. Should be winning though. But the guy's fighting. But I should have too many trumps here. So f6 looks good. Knight b5 is coming. Yeah, I can just go b6 now. You can go bishop f2, then I can calculate where knight c3 wins, but I'm just gonna go a5 and then. Yeah, but now there's a fork on e2. Okay. It wasn't easy, I have to say, but managed to grind him down. So let's see if any more of our guys are playing.
Elham is better.
Easy.
Apparently he missed a win very recently.
Trying to find his game.
Also, Torbjörn won.
He won?
Yes, and Arjan is better.
Arjan is better. Why can't I find these games? Why cannot find? What did I?
You're a big fan of Hans.
Yeah, I didn't want to click on that game. That was.
Do the commands instead. Do follow.
Ah, okay.
No, not there, not there.
Okay.
In the chat. No, not that chat. This one.
This one?
Yeah. And you type slash follow Ariantari and slash follow Mr. Elham Mahisa.
Okay, so who is Haritu Barsegian?
This is very tricky against the queen, no?
Okay, there are too many pieces. Huh?
Mr. Elham Mahisa. With double I.
Yeah, I did put double I. Okay. Blitzstream. Ah, this guy I made a draw against. Okay, so it's a drawish ending, but still a bit to play for. So it's very good. Oh, Aryan is. Oh, he's gotta go bishop b4. It's not so. This is not McDonald's. This is Bollid. It's starting to look like a perpetual. Now LM is slightly worse. At least practically speaking. So like winning earlier on? Was that oh. Yeah. King e2 now. The pawn ending is okay. So you have time for Aryan made the draw. That's okay. But this guy with black, he can still play. Like rook h1. And well. Exactly. Rook d3, solid. Rook b2. Just gonna try and run with the king. Like this. Or not. b4, there was still rook a2. Okay, so now you're threatening rook d6, so rook b2 has to come. Rook c3, I don't like rook c3 because now after king g5 you don't have rook. Queen, e4 is a gift. King g5 and I would have been really worried about that one. Okay, a5 was strange. Now he's just lost. Okay, maybe he could still hold, but practically speaking, it was lost, and now to king g2. It's tough. It's far from easy for a guy. He's learning. Now just takes, rook a5, king goes, and game is over. I should have gone king c2 there, after king g2. Maybe there were still some chances. Now we're gonna get the Lucina position. And I'm gonna take a little break. We're back. One more game this round. Completely dead draw with a fortress. So we got 2 more games. 3 hours. And yeah, a little less than 2 hours probably. 1 hour I mean, to go. Time to play some more chess and eat some more bolla. And wow. Luka Linic. Drew that guy last year. I was lost though in that game. Where should I go? I'm gonna go e4. He was playing the Sveshnikov in the World Cup against Krakens. I'm gonna try something completely different. He's playing fast. I hoped he wouldn't play so fast. Does he actually know this stuff? I can tell you, I don't. But yeah, bishop went to d3. Most of all, lacking a better square. Maybe now if bishop e2, e6, d4, I've tricked him into a Sicilian he doesn't play. Who knows? And the tempos should be the same because he's wasted 2 tempi and I wasted 2 as well. So it goes e5. Okay. Probably should not go for bishop c4 later on because then yeah, then I guess a6 is a lot more useful than well, it's just a useful move. It's an extra move, yeah, so gonna try something else. Although I suspect he's absolutely fine here as well. But such is the thing they call life. Oh, you can take on e4. It's so unbelievably poor. I mean, I do have some compensation, but just to allow it is insane. Take on e7, take on c3, take on d8, take on d1, bishop c7, king d7 at least with a good game. Maybe I should just go d4 and then bishop g5, knight c4. Sort of decent compensation, like knight to d4, then knight to d5, and I will be sitting on b6. So it's not so bad. But still, it's so now at least after knight c4, yeah, if he takes, then d6 is hanging, so I'm not worried about that. And also, yeah, I can take on e7, c3, d8, d1, and so on. Okay, so now knight e3, knight e4, bishop e7, knight c3, bishop d8, knight d1, and it's threatening the knight on e3. Kind of stinks for me. Should take on f6, but now I officially have nothing. This has been an insanely dull game so far. He has a good position and he hasn't had to think at all to get it. What am I thinking? Okay. How to do it. I mean, I was thinking takes, but you can just go queen d7. This is so poor. Why am I playing so badly? He can take as well. He's fine there too, but queen d7 is easier. Yeah, queen d8 is probably also fine. Bishop g4, d6, f5. I'm playing like an absolute patzer. Okay, I'll go back. Queen d2. Starting from now, I'm gonna play well. At least try to. a3. a5 for real? I don't know what my rooks are doing here, but trying to at least show some active play. I'm going to go h3, which is extremely ugly positionally, but the idea is to prevent bishop g4 in all these lines. And now I'm going to go for d4 pretty soon. Can go f5 if you want. I might just ignore that though. So I'm gonna try and confuse him here. So I can go EF. Or is just bishop d5 very good now? Oh, yeah, it probably was, but he didn't see it. This is also very good. How am I just being outplayed here? That is so sad. I mean, you can. Whoa. That I didn't see at all. I mean, I thought about it on the previous move, but not on this. That's just very good. Wow. It's getting worse by the minute. I mean, I thought I would have rook f4, but then you can just take twice. And there's mate on g2. So I'm just lost. That's all there is to it. Rook f5, rook f5. E6, bishop f3. E d6, also bishop f3. E4, bishop f4, bishop e4. Doesn't help. I was gonna resign, but it's really extremely sad. I'll try to resist at least. the power that I have in me. Which isn't much at the moment. I think instead of queen g3, just queen e7 was win. b5 looks dumb. I think he's becoming too nervous now. And he's spending a lot of time, which is excellent news. Just trying to keep the position. Position that is more than a little depressing. Good thing is he's not making any progress. And rook a7, I don't understand that at all. Oh. Now I realize that my intended king g5 is not so good. So he's playing, which he should, obviously. Okay, king g5 is bad. This is such an awful game of chess. Wow. Why am I even doing this? Yeah, that was awful. Good game, but the way I'm playing is yeah, terrible. I done one, so that's good. What about the rest of our guys?
Lost.
And how are we doing in the?
I'll try to find out.
Yeah. Sorry guys, that was just. I don't know what's happening to me. I really don't know.
We're 1 point ahead still.
Okay, that's good. Put personal pride aside and be happy that we're still in with a chance.
You have Maxim in 4 minutes.
What's bothering me is that my moves are so unnatural. It's not like I'm playing normal chess and losing. Which would be okay.
Now there's half a point.
Half a point?
Yeah. We're on 15 and a half, and there's 3 teams on 15, of which 2 are in the draw thing.
Let's switch this stuff. No, I shouldn't. Okay. I just had to open a random game so that the board is back to normal. But wow, this hasn't been a good day of chess, folks. Personally, it's been terrible. So now I'm playing Maxim, obviously, since he's the only one left. So gotta get geared up. Yeah. What?
Maxim has 6.5 out of 7.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's by far the top scorer.
Okay. Let's go.
So we're half a point ahead of 3 teams. And 2 of those teams are in the drawing section.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're pretty much guaranteed to avoid the loss.
Yeah, we just gotta
But at this point, I'd rather have the win than the draw. Being so close. If we beat them, we go ahead of them.
Marseille?
Yeah.
So what kind of team do they have? Like they have Maxim and
Maxim, Muzard, De Graaf, and some guy on the last.
some guy Elham should have a good chance against, yeah?
Yeah, 1900.
Come on. I want the game to start. So a lot of games, or at least some games have started. There we go. Maxime the French. Let's see what he has. Okay, gonna play more or less normally. Berlin. It's a tricky situation for him. What's he gonna do? That's a bit boring, isn't it? Trying to regroup a bit. Probably a little worse, but it's okay. Is this dangerous? So h5, I'm going bishop g4. Then I don't know. It's pretty complicated. You can go like knight at e3 to prevent bishop f5. Then at least I go rook e8 maybe. Or f5. Maybe f5. Oh, that doesn't work. I'm not loving my position. I'm a bit worse.
Apparently you blundered a piece on last move? Some moves ago?
No. h5, bishop g4.
Okay. Twitch chat, he had bishop g4. Don't question the world champion.
Well, you may. I mean, I haven't been playing too well, but this one I had under control.
It's too complicated for me to understand. I'm just, being the voice of the people.
Yeah, you're the messenger.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, my pieces are a bit dumb. There aren't a lot of good things to say about my position. But there aren't so many bad things either. Going queen d7 next, and eventually trying to regroup. f7. Maybe. My position, although it's a bit passive, is still very solid. And his knight on f3 has problems finding work. Okay. No, I don't think I should do that. Pretty happy to get the queen there. You shouldn't have taken an e8. I think I'm better. Okay, what's this idea? Yeah, but he's not threatening to take on c6. It's really complicated. It's really complicated, guys. Oh. Yeah, I just missed that this was possible. No, I probably just lost. So dumb. So unbelievably dumb. Did I have something after queen? I don't even know. I think he's gonna take a draw. Problem is this is kind of his bread and butter. All this calculation stuff. And it's clearly not mine today. Oh. Yeah, I think he could have taken on c6, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's see how the other games are going.
You made a draw?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I mean, considering the position at the end, but I think I was doing well a bit earlier. I mean, like when I got in queen e4, I thought it was doing fine, and then but basically I just missed king g1 when he did that. Like I thought this pin was very strong, which is it clearly wasn't. So that was unbelievably dumb. You could take on c6, and I think he's winning.
How is Elham doing?
Yeah, he's winning, but not winning, but he's much better. But the position is not that easy. And Iron is making a draw. What about our last guy? Mr. Mazuka. Against the Graf. Wow.
Wow.
That's a complicated position. See what happened in the game? He just took on h3.
That is very cool.
That was unnecessary though. So we probably need at least a draw in this mini match to
But you said Elham was winning.
No, he's not anymore. Now, okay, he's better, but it wasn't clear.
No, but if Elham wins and the other two guys make a draw, then I think we got it.
Yeah, but that's not assured. That's gonna happen.
Could happen.
It could happen, yeah. Ireland is worse. Probably considerably worse. How did it get to this?
Really? He's threatening 2 pieces of his opponents.
Yeah, knight c3 is possible. Oh, come on, Elham, push the pawns. Okay, I'm done. So thank you guys for watching, and I yeah, it's been fun at times, but boy, was there. Yeah, there were some bad games there, and hopefully I'll play a little better next time. But maybe our boy Elham will now help us win the match. So thank you.